And a good evening to everyone watching on Explore Live Video. We have high school wrestling tonight. Tim Soper and Hank Ambrose with you. Patrick Hazlett running the camera and the computer. Should be a fun night as we have a triangular happening between Okoboji, Sioux Center, and LeMars. Hank, pleasure to meet you and pleasure to get some wrestling in tonight.
Hey, right back at you, Tim. I'm excited to get back to wrestling. This will be my second wrestling meet of the year. Second triangular, matter of fact, broadcasting for Community First Broadcasting. Both of them were with Okoboji and the Pioneers, so we're going to stick to the guys tonight. Provide some updates to the women's. It sounds like only 2 matches tonight for the women's side.
Yeah, from my understanding, Okoboji, obviously a very good ladies program going on, but LeMars, I don't know if injuries or what, they did not bring any ladies, so they'll have a couple matches against Sioux Center, which will be the third matchup of the night. So we'll start with Okoboji LeMars. We'll step aside play-by-play wise. We'll keep the camera on for Sioux Center and LeMars. The boys will have that meet, and then we'll come back for you for some play-by-play in a Siouxland Conference matchup between the Pioneers and the Warriors of Sioux Center, and there'll be a couple ladies matches we'll update you on throughout the night there. So should be a good time. We have some great sponsors. We'll thank a couple of them here right now, including United Community Bank, the Hut Bar and Grill, Consumers Lumber Company, and Northwest Bank. So I think they'll be doing some introductions, or maybe not. Did they do introductions when you were here for the Triangular the first time?
No, they went right into it.
Okay, I think they're calling people to the mat right now.
I hear JV.
Yep, so that's the JV. That'll be off camera to your right as you're looking at it online. By the way, lots of ways you can watch. If you're sharing this with others, you can watch, of course, at exploreokoboji.com under the sports tab. And I believe we're starting at 144, if I just heard that correctly.
That is what I heard. Boy, these new weight classes, hopefully we don't fumble over them.
That's going to be tough. I was typing up the score sheet, and they do have new weight classes for Iowa High School, and it will be 144 pounds for Okoboji and LeMars. And we'll see if we get some names of the individuals out there.
This should be Dylan Whitrock of Okoboji and the Pioneers taking on the LeMars Michael Murrah.
There we go. So Dylan Whitrock, a junior for Okoboji, taking on LeMars, and he said it was 144. Michael Murrah, who is a senior. And Hank, I'll let you take over some play-by-play.
Hey, I appreciate that there, Tim. Well, here you go. As you see on your screen right now, they go straight into the shot. Good job of backing away. It's all about that hand control, that first go-to step. Very heavy on the hands straight away, and it's a different type of match when opening a triangular, much more when you're smack dab in the middle or closing it. Oh, look at this tough situation here.
Whitrock did a good job catching that shot, almost put him to his back. Now he's just going to score the 2.
Yeah, nice little duck under, switch to the double leg, put him down, and has the early 2, as you say. 1 minute, 20 seconds remain. It's 2-0. Whitrock is up on top, riding high. And, you know, that's the one thing that I noticed most last week when Okoboji hosted the previous triangular is they really like to ride high. At sometimes it helped them out in a nice way. Other times it hurt them, being reversed and thrown on their own back. Let's see if they stay more conservative or if they continue to go and ride high. So far it's 2-0.
Murrah able to hit a quad pod and sit out. See if he can turn this around for a reversal. Whitrock holding on to that leg and gives it up.
Great job of sitting up and sitting out. All he had to do was reach behind that leg, cross it up, and now we're tied up at 2 apiece, as you say.
Yeah, looking at these 2 wrestlers, I think Murrah is a little longer, so he might use that to his advantage as a senior.
That's right, and if you just joined us, welcome to the broadcast. Triangular, Okoboji, Sioux Center, and LeMars. I'm Hank Ambrose, broadcasting play-by-play duties with Tim Soper.
And Murrah may have a cradle locked in. I think he does.
Nice cross face. Get that knee to the side and let him sit out, but we got short time here, 5 seconds. Just got to keep on kissing that wrist. 2-1, and that's period number 1. Let's see the flip. It is awarded to Murrah. Murrah is going to elect neutral. Whitrock will have the decision to begin the third period. So back to neutral. We saw how heavy on the hands they were from the first get-go, and it's going to stay the same. There goes Murrah backing up, backing away. Whitrock finds his way out of bounds and blitzes straight back to the center of the mat. You can tell he wants to be the aggressor this go-around and get that takedown first. 2-2, 1:45 on the clock.
Whitrock with a shot towards the ankles. Murrah sprawls out, but Whitrock trying to bulldoze his way forward. Has the single locked in, see if he can get double.
We've seen Murrah play some good defense already, getting a reversal from that quad pod sit out, and now he's working that crossface again. We saw it once. They'll call for a stalemate and go back up to neutral. That's the other thing. How lenient will the refs be tonight with those stalemates? In the first triangular of the season, hosted at Okoboji HMS, they were pretty strict on stalemates, to be honest with you. That's neither good or bad. That's just up to their own discretion and up to the wrestlers to fit in that mold. And there's the first 2 points awarded. It's going to Michael Murrah of LeMars. He's up 4-2, having his first lead. There he goes, putting the pelvis into the side. Let's see what the LeMars Bulldogs bring when riding on top. So far, spreading out the eagle. Here comes that crossface again. Double over. Fighting. Here come the back points. It's 4-2. 30 seconds to ride, and that's a pin.
Good job riding that around with the half Nelson. Able to get the position and score 6 points for LeMars in the duel.
Micah Murrah, who really wasn't aggressive on offense at all, played defense the whole time and waited for his prey, eventually snatched him up and got the pin with 30 seconds to go in the second period.
So now I believe we'll head to new weight class, would be 150.
We have Tyler Powell from Okoboji HMS and Keegan Kaiser of LeMars.
I hear Tyler Powell of Okoboji HMS and Heiser of LeMars. They get going straight away. Heiser with a tree trunk takedown.
And actually Keegan Kaiser on the name there.
Oh, Keegan Heiser.
Kaiser.
Kaiser. I apologize.
Yes, no problem. We're all learning names as we go.
So Keegan Kaiser got that first takedown there from a tree trunk single leg. 2-0, a minute and a half remains, and there goes an escape point, the fly away, but still fighting. Nope, giving up again. It's 4-1. Kaiser on top, trying to keep him in bounds, but wrestled out. It's 4-1 now. A minute 20 seconds remain.
And Pyle avoided disaster there. He was put on his backside and was trying to get out of bounds because he could have gave up back points pretty easy there.
You know, interesting decision there. Let him up straight away, but the way he let him up is he had him work for it. Got to his feet quickly, but had to pry off those grips.
Nasty ankle pick there.
He's looking for takedown number 3. Almost got it.
Pyle able to kind of counter it with a headlock and almost got his own points.
Yeah. Again, if you just joined us, Hank Ambrose and Tim Soper with you for the play-by-play duties on the video stream. YouTube and ExploreOkoboji.com. Nice double leg takedown switch. Makes it 4 apiece.
Tyler Pyle saying, I can be aggressive too.
Yeah. At the 150-pound weight class, 30 seconds remain in this first period. Reminds me a lot of the previous match we just saw at the 144-pound class. Again, very strong cross-face cradle was the attempt there. Staying behind the arms, let it up now. And he'll let him up for the escape. It's 5-4. Kaiser leads. And he's not going to set up his shot, but he will get in on a blast double. Trying to fight it. Go back in neutral.
Got about 3 seconds left.
And no points awarded. It's 5-4. Going into period number 2. And choice goes to LeMars. Kaiser defers.
And a couple times tonight I've caught myself saying Okoboji. Should be saying Okoboji HMS.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, the joined schools. Hartley Melvin Sanborn joining with Okoboji for wrestling. As Kaiser starts on top, trying to keep Pyle down. Pyle trying to peel the hand, and he does.
Well, 5-4, make that 5-5. A minute 45 remains in the second period.
Great defense by Kaiser there.
Yeah. First line of defense are those hands. And he showed it off there. Now down to 1:30 remaining. 2 minutes apiece, 3 periods is what we're going in this triangular tonight. Okoboji HMS versus LeMars is first, and then both away teams will go, and then it'll be Okoboji HMS versus Sioux Center. In on a single leg, we might have a
risky move,
here.
but he's able to get out of it, and so far no points, but there's a 2, and nothing. Okay, there we go.
Yep, 2 points right at the end there, and Kaiser, he's gassed. I started to notice that towards the end of the first period.
Well, he's looking at his left wrist as he heads back. So we'll see if that becomes an issue, but the score 7-5 in favor of Pyle. See if he can take advantage of, as Hank said, maybe a little fatigue.
And it looks like Pyle will be heavy, high, and behind the arms. Well, there he goes, reaching over. Showed off a whizzer. And he'll go back to a half Nelson now on the weak side. Let him back up to his feet. There's an escape. 7-6 Pyle leads. Another ankle pick. And right back to business. Kaiser looking to score. And he will.
He's got that ankle pick down.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, and almost a good scramble by Pyle.
Wow.
To end up on top, but he ended up on top out of bounds.
8-7 the score. Kaiser was just down, and now he's got that 1 point lead. 8-7, we move. Looks like we got some blood time for Kaiser.
Maybe he's wanting some tape for his hand.
Oh.
As he's kind of holding his thumb, almost like, you know, when you get your thumb jammed and you can't really feel it much. Maybe that's kind of what's going on here.
I agree with you. That is what it looks like now. Well, he's been fighting that crossface. I've been wondering if maybe we'd see our first bloody nose tonight, but I think you're right, actually, Tim.
And I think, they're not running blood time. I think they're running the injury time instead. So we'll take this time to thank some of our sponsors, including Okoboji Motor Company, Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, Spirit Lake Hy-Vee, State Farm Insurance, and Bank Midwest. As LeMars trainers and coaches working with Keegan Kaiser down here in front of the scorer's table. This has been a fun match, back and forth. Both guys going for some aggressive moves.
You know, it's too bad that there's got to be a new wrench thrown in it for Kaiser to make it, kind of wobbly. But I'm excited to see how he'll respond after this injury timeout.
Well, it may not be a new wrench. It's probably more evident now.
Yeah.
We've seen a couple times that they cut the injury time. So looks like we're good to go. And he'll start on top. And LeMars in those red and black singlets. Looks like Okoboji black, gray, and some maroon in there.
Yeah, and Tim, what you were saying, you brought up a good point. How will Pyle use that to his advantage? Will he switch off to the left more?
Well, and tough to do anything right now when you got 2-on-1. Both hands on your right wrist. Looks like he did get the wrist free, but now he's fighting a half Nelson.
10 seconds remain. It's 8-7. Kaiser, who just came off of injury timeout, has the legs locked in, riding them high, and that's what's going to close the period.
I can't imagine. I never wrestled myself. I can't imagine a bum thumb does you much out on the mat.
No. Yeah, that's that. Ugh.
I assume you need it for gripping purposes.
Oh, yeah. And Kaiser, he got the decision in this third and final period. 2 minutes are on the clock. He chooses bottom.
Probably trying to get an escape point.
The one thing I keep looking over at is Kaiser. He's got his head down into the mat. He's allowing for those half Nelsons to come. And he's got a stand now. And he's broken right back down. Pyle's in Really nice positioning here. He can really choose how he wants to attack this third period.
Right now, I was going to say he got a little loose there, but swung him back.
Yeah, you can tell within these first 30 seconds, Pyle, he's wanting to fight for those back points.
Well, that's the problem right now, being on top, though. You don't get an escape point if you're on top, so the only way to score is for back points, or at what point do you think he cuts him loose to get a takedown?
Shoot, it's a good question. Here's the thing, though. When comparing Pyle and Kaiser, Kaiser's got 3 more takedowns this match compared to just one of Pyle's. Pyle primarily has gotten reversals.
And there's the cut loose, and we got a minute to get a takedown. 9-7, favor of Kaiser.
Bring that down to 45 seconds now.
That ankle pick is just clean.
It is. Got to get it still, and he will bait out. That'll make it 11-7 in favor of Kaiser. If Kaiser rides, he'll come away with a victory. 30 seconds to go. Like I said, we've seen Pyle get 3 reversals already in this match. Can he get another? Stands him up on his feet. Well, he's standing straight up. He'll let him go now. Takedown and back points. 11-8. Got to get the hand in there and circle. 10 seconds. Here we go. This is the ride of your life. Here comes Kaiser holding on. Pyle wants to get loose, but he just can't. 11-8 decision in favor of Kaiser.
That was a well-wrestled match by Kaiser, but take nothing away from Tyler Pyle. He's able to keep it close, make it close at the end, but nonetheless, it is 11-8 and 9-0 LeMars on the dual score. Now we go to 157. And we'll see who comes out for these two teams. We usually announce them after they start, unfortunately for us.
At 187 pounds for LeMars. And the varsity boys do
Alex Rivera for LeMars. And Alex Rouse for Okoboji.
A good catch there. It's loud in here. Shout out to the folks that came out to support these wrestlers.
So Alex versus Alex right now.
Well, yeah, let's stick to those last names, I guess, huh?
So Rivera for LeMars, Rouse for Okoboji. Rouse is a junior, Rivera just a freshman, but built pretty good for a freshman, the LeMars wrestler.
Yes, he is. These guys a little more heavier on their feet. Well, I take that back.
Well,
saw a swinging single leg that was deflected. Minute 10 remains in the first period. Again, it's Rouse versus Rivera.
If we're wondering about these new weight classes, I guess this was kind of what was the old 160 class. That's now 157. So they kind of took a couple pounds off of each class. So now we're here at 157 for this part of the duel.
And the heavier the weights, the more they had them drop.
Mm-hmm.
Besides heavyweight.
Yeah, heavyweight's still 285.
That'll stay the same.
The big boys are still the big boys.
Yep. Well, here we go with 35 seconds. See a front headlock situation here. Rivera now going to lose it. Rouse is going to swing around using his length. And that's a 2-point takedown. Put it on the board, 2-0 in favor of the Okoboji HMS wrestler, the 157-pound class. He's got the front wrist lock now. He's going to work his way around, circling the head. Nope. Rivera too quick to his feet.
Good trip down.
Ooh. Rivera looking down at it, trying to defend against that cradle coming over his head. And no back points. Great defense by Rivera. It's 2-0. There goes Rouse. He will win the flip and defer. And Rivera will choose neutral.
It was a good job by Rouse. Rivera had a front headlock on for about a minute and a half of that entire first period. I think Rouse just waited. Got a hold of the arm, said, well, let's go.
Yeah, and here's the other thing, Tim, is what I noticed straight away, and what you can notice on your screen there is there's quite the big height difference and length difference as you see another takedown in favor of Rouse. He'll go up 4-0. At the end of that first period, Rouse was really trying to go over the head and get that cradle, just as he is right now. And I think Rivera is being pretty cautious, or at least trying to be cautious of being on bottom. He's balled up. It's locked. Rouse just has to sit back and put that leg into his side, and he'll get back points. Here it comes. He may be stuck. Got to fight. He's not using his arms. He's got to use his arms to peel it off. It's got to be more than the leg, and Rivera's not enough. Rouse will get the pin with 1:08 remaining in the second period.
2:52 on the pin time. Lamar is leading 9-6 now on the duel. 6 big points for Alex Rouse.
And let's see who's coming up now for LeMars. And it looks like another height differential. Okoboji's got the length for wrestlers.
And 165 this weight class. For LeMars, I'm guessing this is Elisha Olson. He's the only 165 listed. We'll wait for the Okoboji name.
I believe this is Nathaniel Franklin. He's who wrestled in that first triangular. Let's see.
From LeMars, Elijah Olson. And from Okoboji HMS, Nathaniel Franklin.
You are correct.
All right. So let's get into this. These guys still sparring in neutral. A great crowd tonight. Students, parents, grandparents, and friends join at Okoboji HMS in Milford. And there's a takedown there for the Pioneer. Nathaniel Franklin scores first, 2-0. And he's going to try to go over the head for the cross-face cradle. And
just ran out of room.
Bounds. Oh.
He had it.
Yeah, he did.
Just needed to go out of bounds to do so.
Nothing he could really do about that. Nice mat awareness by Olson to push out. It's 2-0, 105 remains on the clock in this first period. Let's see what Elijah Olson can do to try to get out of this funk for LeMars. LeMars has struggled when being on bottom. Haven't been able to do much, even in their wins. Haven't been able to see them excel, really, specifically in that Kaiser match.
Franklin trying to work another cradle, then almost gave up the escape, and now might give it up, but here comes a mat return.
Oof. Talk about front row action right in front of the cheerleaders.
You know, I think the surge of college wrestling popularity, I think all those high schoolers really going for those big mat returns anymore.
Yeah, that was a nice splash. 20 seconds remain in the first period. It's 2-0. Again, Nathaniel Franklin versus Elisha Olson in the 165-pound weight class. If you just joined us, you are listening to the Okoboji HMS Triangular. Here come the back points, chest to chest. In on a front headlock. That's a pin with 4 seconds to go.
And that's some easy math. 156 on the fall. And Okoboji now leads 12-9.
And I was about to finish my sentence. Hank Ambrose and Tim Soper with you for the play-by-play commentary tonight as we move into the 175-pound weight class.
And 75 might be open for LeMars. It is. So we'll make it 18-9 in favor of Okoboji. So 75, I believe that's either James Gellerman or Hayden Kirshner. They'll announce it here in a bit, I'm sure.
I hope so. As they should, because, that leaves those 175-pounders to bump up and wrestle if they need to.
And I think we have a track wrestling issue going on because somehow, some way, the dual score ended up getting to 15-15 on there, which is incorrect. It's 18-9 in favor of Okoboji, as they got the forfeit there at 175.
Technology.
It's great until it's not.
Yep.
It's still Now it says 21-15. We'll take this time to thank some more sponsors. They include the Eye Care Center, Dr. Craig Newell, Lakes Regional Healthcare, Central Bank and Insurance, and C&B Operations. So, Tim Soper, Hank Ambrose with you on Explore Live Video. Of course, you have the audio, but also video tonight. And I want to thank Patrick Hazlett for making the trip to Milford with us. And it's always fun to be able to do these online. Lots of ways you can watch. Of course, ExploreOkoboji.com. We're live on our YouTube page, Explore Okoboji. I found that's the best way to watch on mobile if you're looking to do that. Just on the YouTube app, go to Explore Okoboji. That is our YouTube account. Also, the CF video channel. I believe a variety of ways you can watch that. The Roku, the Fire TV. I believe it's on Apple TV as well. So, lots of ways you can watch high school wrestling from the comfort of wherever you need to.
You know, before we got going here at about 5:15, 5 o'clock, they were doing weigh-ins still. It was hot in this gym. It was really hot.
Well, you got to shut off those last few pounds before weigh-in.
You do. Take the socks off.
You just weren't ready for it, and I believe we're on to 190 as they have resolved the score. So, out on the mat, I believe we got a couple options, so we'll wait for the announcement as they go way out of bounds.
Up now, 190 pounds from the north mat, from LeMars, Camden, Fairhelm, and from Okoboji, HMS, Sam Bachman.
Camden for Helm for LeMars, and Sam Bachman for Okoboji HMS.
And they did not announce who took the forfeit at 175, but we will move on.
Either way, Okoboji got the points, right?
Yes. And we move up and onward. Like you said, it's 2-0 in the middle of this match right now. Camden Fierhelm does have the lead. And he'll flip his guy to the mat straight away. Just a power half. Got him over, trying to fight off his back. Okoboji still not using those hands as well as LeMars. I guess neither of these teams really using those hands when playing defense on bottom. And that's going to give up a pin right there. Fierhelm gets a pin in 55 seconds.
So 18-15 the score now. Okoboji leading LeMars. Now we head to 2:15. Looks like we'll have a competitive match here. I heard LeMars fans say, let's go Caleb, so I'm guessing this is Caleb Brewer for the Bulldogs.
Up now, 215 pounds.
Probably Ethan Wiersma.
Caleb Brewer, and from Okoboji HMS, Ethan Wiersma.
That is the case.
All right, well, we're in sparring. Elbow to elbow, head to head. And again, I have to point it out. Okoboji HMS has the height advantage. And thrown under with a duck under. No leg slide needed. It's 2-0 in favor of Wiersma.
Quad pot attempt by Brewer. Broken back down.
Heavy on that elbow. Keeping his points of elevation up. There you go. Trying to go side to side. And he'll switch again. I like what Wiersma is doing. He's switching to a bunch of different things. He's staying light on his feet.
He gave up his leg, though.
Let's see how that'll affect it. Trying to get into a stalemate. Brewer is fighting. Trying to switch to a reversal. Looking to get him up. Oh, fighting him down. Reversal may be coming. It is. Great reversal.
He said Wiersma has the height advantage, but Brewer might be stockier and almost showed off the strength there.
Now, Bulldog is what he used there. 2-2. 15 seconds remain in the first period. Most of the action has came from the ground. 10 seconds. We're winding down here. Brewer looking to put in a crossface. And Wiersma is going to be dead looking straight into the time clock to close out. And here we go to head into period number 2.
And LeMars needs some points here because they have a few open weights when we flip back around to the lighter weights. So LeMars needs to get as many bonus points here because they're going to be hurting with a few forfeits later on.
Yep, 3 forfeits, 3 wrestlers will remain after this one. It's going to be a big one. Really, if you're LeMars and if you want to take this duel, you want to get a pin here and then get a pin for your other ones because you're already giving up the 16 points with those forfeits. 2-2 the score. After Wiersma deferred, Brewer went down. Got a reversal already. I'd say this is the smart choice.
And he almost stood up and got out of it again, but broke back down. And now Wiersma trying to get something going, but good defense so far from Brewer.
Stand up, and he'll let him loose. 3-2. And Wiersma will push, trying to get him outside. And to walk the circle, he will. Brewer will push back in. Headlock thrown down. Front headlock situation. Now we're looking at a scramble. Weird fireman's carry. Alternative fireman's carry, maybe I should say.
It's like a defensive fireman's carry. I don't think I've seen that one before.
Yeah. 3-2. 45 seconds remain. No points have been given up. Oh, look at that power. Bulldog sent down chest to chest. Okoboji HMS looking for another pin. And he got it. Wiersma with a pin with 34 seconds to go in the second period. 3:26. Does that sound right?
That's what I was going to put.
Okay.
So that makes the score 21-18. Or excuse me, I added that to the wrong team. 24-15 in favor of Okoboji HMS.
And now we'll move to the heavyweight.
Jackson Hogue going to be out there for LeMars.
285 pounds from LeMars, Jackson Hogue. And from Okoboji HMS, Bryce Ortega.
Bryce Ortega, the wrestler for the Pioneers.
Wow, look at this. Heavy on the head. Some of this, some of that. These guys are physical. Wow.
Might be a boxing match here pretty soon.
Well,
should have brought the gloves.
It reminds me of offensive tackle versus defensive end. Hand drill, back and forth, back and forth.
Except they're both offensive tackles and both looking for that control. Ortega in on a leg and...
Whoa! Holy mackerel.
The Okoboji faithful, or the team over there, they were trying to get out of the way.
Yeah. Okoboji HMS, I love the way that they really jumped off their seats. They got so excited for that. They knew something big was coming. Unfortunately, not the execution, but maybe this go around. It's still 0-0. Minute and 5 seconds remain. If you just joined us, you're tuned into the Okoboji HMS Triangular, where they're hosting Sioux Center, as well as LeMars. First duel up is Okoboji HMS versus LeMars. We started at the 144-pound class. Now we're at heavyweight. Bryce Ortega versus Jackson Hogue. Ortega.
And Ortega has that experience edge here. Ortega is senior. Hogue is a freshman.
Gosh. These guys, man, letting them have it heavy on the head. 30 seconds remain. Nice fly away, trying to circle around. No points awarded. Got to get behind the hips and behind the arms. We got 15 seconds. I hear the Pioneer side yell for a crossface. And he's going to give it up, still with a single leg.
Wow.
Fighting. Head to head. 5 seconds to go. These guys are spearing. They're sparring. Oh, my goodness.
That was just one period.
No kidding. Jeez. Still at 0 on the board.
Which gives some credit to Jackson Hogue. Just a freshman. He has some good fundamentals to him.
Yeah.
think caution called on Ortega, maybe covered a little too soon.
And Ortega did go undefeated in the last triangular, so equally as impressive this freshman is. Hogue gets on the board first with a 2-point reversal after he started the second period on bottom. It's 2-0. Simple little sit-out switch, got it done. And LeMars, they've been able to hit that a few times. 1:35 remains in the second period. Losing it. Found his way into a headlock. And now it's Ortega in prime positioning to get a reversal. And he's got to get it done, though.
I say you got to slip that one hand, and there it is. 2-point reversal.
It's 2-2. Minute and 10 seconds to go in the second period.
You know, and you can get heavyweights, all shapes and sizes. I think Ortega does have the size advantage in this matchup.
Yeah, I would agree with you. He looks bulkier, and I know he is taller. 2-2. 45 seconds to go.
Ortega going for a cradle. Or, excuse me, I just had that foot. And go out of bounds. I think they'll stay how they were. Ortega on top.
40 seconds to go.
Ortega kind of favoring that right eye. Wonder if he kind of took an inadvertent headbutt. And there's another caution towards Ortega. I think gripping wrong on that elbow based on what the official was saying.
And oh man, that's only the first caution called tonight. We've been through what?
Ortega's actually had 2 of them.
Oh, has he now?
Yeah. So I think one more, isn't it? A penalty point?
There you go. Yep.
There it is. So point for Hogue.
That's crucial in a match like this. So close. (3-2). And here we go.
And sometimes when those cautions kind of mount up on you, you kind of get flustered and get distracted.
Fighting him. Ortega is just sprawled away. Hogue is trying to find some sort of leverage. He's got his head free.
I would say referee showing locked hands right now. So another point for Hogue, as when he was defending that takedown, Ortega had his hands locked right around the chest.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. You know, you give up the point there, but now if you're Hogue, you're working with a pretty roughed up elbow, roughed up shoulder, whatever it is that's bothering him, but you could see him stretch it out there on your screen. You got 5 seconds here remaining in the second period, and Ortega does a good job at just pouncing him down.
Well, the reason Hogue's shoulder is hurt, and he's trying that kind of swing out move, and Ortega's hooking him on his way back and trying to just wrench him back.
Yeah.
Almost like a backpack type move.
Yeah, yep. Oof. Well, hey, it's 4-2. 2 minutes on the clock in this third period, and Ortega wants to go neutral. He's got the faith he can get a takedown.
Well, that's what he needs, down 4-2.
Hogue leads 4-2, as you say. 1:45 remains in the third period. Going 2 minutes apiece. And if you were to compare the first period and how that started to this third period, drastic difference. These guys are gassed. Starting to stand straight up. Just going through the motions a bit now.
Hogue tried to duck under, but
yeah,
Ortega did catch him.
I would assume a trip attempt is coming.
Someone's going to have to do something here. There it goes.
Oh, there's a throw. Oh, my goodness.
We're about to go throwing.
A minute remains. We're still going.
But now that Ortega's tipped his hand, Hogue might be really defending that now.
These guys still standing pretty straight up. If you can squat those legs
Hoag's going to try to keep it right there. Ortega, he wants those underhooks. Try the hip toss again.
35 seconds to go.
Can't throw if you're not under there.
I saw Ortega took a little check at the time. He's waiting for his opportunity, that's for sure. 20 seconds remain.
Yeah, I think once Ortega went for that one throw, Hoag's just not letting him get those underhooks now. So now you got to do something else.
12 seconds. 10. Get down to 6. Gotta shoot. Gotta go. Oh, jeez.
There you go, off the mat. Far end, now 2 seconds. Hoag, he might just run away.
That's the smart move. Wow.
Hard-fought match, but the freshman, Jackson Hoag, gets the win, 4-2. They're scoring out 24-18 in favor of Okoboji as we flip back around to 106.
Hard-fought match. Very fun to watch.
Thanks to more sponsors, including Karsten's Financial Group, IGL Teleconnect, The Gardens, Okoboji High School, Lakes News Shopper, and MHR Insurance. It's now 106 out there. It will be Dalton Vinke going for Okoboji HMS and Caden Sitzman for the Bulldogs, I believe. Stitzman, excuse me.
We're early here. 20 seconds into this first period. And Vinke trying to fly away. Stitzman ends up getting that 2-point takedown from the double. Minute 30 to go. Again, I took one of my ears off my headphones, and I hear a lot of cross faces in the gym. That's the primary go-to for these LeMars Bulldogs when they get in a top position.
Well, crossface there could lead to a cradle. Vinke able to fight it off.
1:05 on the clock. Nice slide to look away. Uh-oh, he's stuck, though, looking chest to chest. Looking chest to chest, tripoded legs. A pin in 1 minute and 2 seconds. And a win for Caden Stitzman.
That ties it up at 24. But if you're Okoboji, I think points-wise, you're sitting pretty good right now because there's a few forfeits on the way, including this one, who I believe that's Nathan Stoffern out there.
Yep.
He gets the forfeit. Makes it 30-24 for Okoboji HMS.
Up now in North Mat, 120 pounds.
See who they send out there for the Pioneers. Our PA announcer walked away for a little bit, so we're just now getting him back.
He's by forfeit at 120 pounds from Okoboji HMS, Austin Greer.
Austin Greer getting his hand raised there at 120. 36-24 Pioneers. So now it is to 126.
Up now 126 pounds from the LeMars,
Brock Asenius for the Bulldogs. And Michael Gaunerman for the Pioneers.
Well, here we go, and Michael wrestled the last triangular as a 120-pound wrestler, and that's what he came in today as well. So he's bumping up a weight class to take on this guy here at 126.
Asenius went in on a shot. McGonerman fights it off. They go out of bounds. Now back center.
1:35 on the clock. Again, if you just joined us, Hank Ambrose, Tim Soper with you for the play-by-play duties tonight. Live on YouTube. Also live, exploreokoboji.com under the video catalog.
Man, Asenius, about as deep of a single leg attempt as you can get.
Yeah. I mean, this is...
He's got his head under, too.
This is some delocation if you go any further. A minute to go. Man, he's starting to work that ankle, bringing it inside, too. Yeah, potentially dangerous.
Kudos to Gonerman not giving up the takedown. So still 0-0.
And also kudos to the referee for seeing that, potentially dangerous. Didn't get up with a stiff leg or anything like that, but the way he was able to see that, kudos to him. There's a 2-point takedown. Single leg switch brings it 2-0. Hesenius leads with 35 seconds to go in the first period. It's 36-24. Okoboji is leading in the duel.
Gonerman, a senior for Okoboji, and nice little reverse ankle pick there. See what he can do with that.
Bring it up.
If he turns around, sits back, he might get some back points here.
Oh, yeah. 10 seconds to go.
Almost gave up a chicken wing in the process.
Jeez, who's fighting it?
Oh
my gosh.
I'm not that flexible.
Some contortionist type of stuff. Whatever you can do to not give up the reversal, though, I'd say is fair game.
2-0 in favor of Hesenius after the first period.
Oh, and what do you think of this? Hesenius doesn't defer. Rather, he goes down right away. He wants more points.
Maybe he liked when he was down there. He's like, man, I can escape here pretty quick or get a reversal. So he goes down right away. Good job by Gonerman, at least for the first 15 seconds here, keeping him down.
2-0, minute 40 seconds remain.
Gonerman just, I think, ate an inadvertent knee right to the head, but we play on.
Oof. 30 seconds into the second period, 2-0 again. Hesenius has the lead. He's on bottom right now as we just began the second period. That near side ankle has been worked time and time again in this match. Gonerman trying to find a way to get him to his back. He's made it clear that he doesn't want to let him up with an escape, at least for right now. Maybe once we get to about that 55-second mark, we'll see something different. Minute 05 on the clock. Still fighting it. Trying to go with that power Nelson. Nope. And we cross 55 seconds. So my bet would be off the table.
Now just wrenching that arm back there.
And this is a ball and chain switch to a chicken wing. Oh, and he gave it up. But he still has control of that power. Nelson, go! He's got him to his back, fighting. Squeeze, squeeze. Trying to get the bridge. Tripod bridge.
Heavy hips to bring him back. Now he gets it a little more control. Perpendicular, and he's got to get him stuck here, right?
You got to be made of rubber if you can fit your way out of this. He's got 15 seconds to ride. And I don't know. I don't think he's got him because he's got to go chest to chest parallel.
There it is, right?
Oh, I'd say so now. Oh, my gosh. 8 seconds. The ref knows it's close, though. Boy, is he letting him ride. He gives it up right at the end. Whew. Wow.
Most intense 3 points you'll see.
Gosh. No kidding.
So 3-2, Gonerman takes the lead over Hesenius. Now I was seeing Hesenius. He's got some flexible shoulders down there because his arms and back were flat, but he was able to somehow, like you were saying, contort a shoulder off the mat. Because that's what it is. You want to keep your shoulders off. Back, arms, whatever. Shoulder, both of them need to be down.
Yeah. 3-2, 145 remains in the third period. What a match we're seeing right now. Gonerman of Okoboji HMS taking on Hesenius of LeMars.
This is 126. Got two more weights in this one. We start at 144 in this duel. Okoboji, I think points-wise, has this wrapped up because there is another forfeit on the way from LeMars. And a 2 scored by Gonerman.
It's 5-2, and I got to wonder if Hesenius is starting to just get gassed because he was working hard in that second period. And he went with the non-traditional look instead of taking that defer to go bottom in that second period.
See if it comes back.
To hurt him, yeah, hunt him. A minute to go in the third period. Oh, man.
Almost something.
Yeah, he did something else that was pretty non-traditional. reached behind and tried to go with a front headlock with a reversal on bottom. Almost got it, like you said, Tim, but we wrestle on. 44 seconds to go in the third period. Another flip. Out of position. Got that contortionism going well for him, but he just can't get the execution. 30 seconds to wrestle. It's 5-2.
You know, and Gonerman listed at 120, up here at 126, showing excellent strength against what I'd assume is a heavier wrestler.
Yeah.
Because there,
you'd be correct in saying that.
Hasenius had great position, but Gonerman now wrenching on that arm. You mentioned that ball and chain move, trying to do that again. Now just bringing him down. He's got 8 seconds to ride out. And forfeit or not coming up, it'll be a win for Okoboji and a dual clinching win for the Pioneers.
Wow. That, to me, may be the match of the night so far. With the way that transpired, very interesting to see all of that.
So 3 points for Okoboji HMS. Dual score now 39-24. I believe we have an open match here. Just a matter of who Okoboji sends out. My guess is maybe Nathaniel Ball. 45-24. Pioneers lead.
I like that.
I missed that.
He was like, I don't know for sure, but that may be the first forfeit he's ever taken.
Gotcha.
He didn't really,
So it was Zach Stecker they sent out there. So he gets the win at 132. And now we do have a competitive match at 138. And this will round out the duel.
Up now the last match of the first duel from LeMars, Brady Messelheis, and from Okoboji HMS, Tice Hansen.
So Braden Messelheiser for LeMars, and I believe I heard Tice Hansen for the Pioneers.
And there goes Tice Hansen working already. And, man, what weight do you have Tice wrestling at?
This is at 138.
I do not have Tice listed as a 138 pounder.
He's apparently a 126, sir.
Yeah.
But not showing it. He's already got him stacked up in a pin. Tice Hansen, a very experienced wrestler from Okoboji. So he gets the pin there in 44 seconds. He might be one of those guys, doesn't matter where you put him, he's going to put points on the board.
Yeah. Well, no
51-24, the final for the dual score. And Okoboji HMS picks up the win over LeMars. Thank a couple more sponsors here for our first duel. Northwest Iowa Bone Joint and Sports Surgeons, Minnesota West Community Technical College, Overhead Doors Sales and Service, Walker Insurance Agency, Spencer Physical Therapy, and Okoboji Physical Therapy. Well, Hank, Okoboji wins this one 51-24. Some key pins in there for the Pioneers.
Yeah, there were some key pins for the Pioneers. In the little pregame we had, what I talked about, I saw Okoboji stay very high in the first triangular. That was last week. I saw that again, but a little bit better execution. Or I guess I don't know if I'd call it better execution, but maybe better balanced, if you will. And did a good job to come out. They knew that they were going up against a team in a duel that were without some wrestlers. 3 or 4 forfeits in this one. But they still found a way to take care of business because just because you're wrestling without 3 or 4 wrestlers, you've still got a shot. But Okoboji came in, did well, 51-24, as you say. Very impressed to see what they'll do from here on out. They will wrestle one more duel tonight. That will be against Sioux Center. That will be the third duel of tonight. Otherwise, Sioux Center versus LeMars is coming right up. Yeah, and just highlight some of the wins for Okoboji. Alex Rouse getting a win at 157. Daniel Franklin at 165. Ethan Wiersma at 215. Also wins for Tice Hansen and Michael Gonerman getting wins tonight. And then you mentioned the 4 forfeits in there for Okoboji HMS. So first duel under
are over with. 51-24 Pioneers over LeMars. We'll step aside play-by-play wise. On your screens, you will see Okoboji's opponents, Sioux Center and LeMars. Their varsity match happening over on the left mat. So we'll keep the camera going. Maybe we'll keep a mic going as well, and we'll join you when the third duel is ready here on Explore Live Video.
On deck on the JV mat, we have Matthew Simpson from LeMars and Wayne Water of C7 in the next match on the South Mat. We have Mason Simpson from LeMars and Levi Penman from the Sioux Center. You are up now on the JV mat. And that will be followed by a match between Drew Reagan Miller from LeMars and Jeremy Yenberg from Sioux Center. You are on that. Up now, North Mat. We have the varsity match at 157 pounds. From LeMars, we have Axel Rivera, from Sioux Center, Landon Rosenberg. We're going to take a little break on the JV mat to give Asher Moss a little break. We wrestle that match at 7:35. So Asher Moss of LeMars and Colton Moon from Sioux Center will wrestle at 7:35.
Let's go, Jason.
190 pounds.
Let's go Lamb first.
At 190 pounds from LeMars, Camden Fairhome. And from Sioux Center, Brendan Landers. And with that win, Camden Fairwell from LeMars earns his 100th victory in high school. Let's give him a round of applause. LeMars, Caleb Brewer, and from C7, Brody Van Regenmoor. JV match. That's going to start at 7:35, just in a minute. Meet Ashimoss LeMars and Colton Moon from Sioux Center. Pounds here, winning by forfeit, Caleb Wheelan from LeMars. At 120 pounds, winning by forfeit. Forfeit at 126. Up now 132 pounds from LeMars Black Cities, Sioux Center, just to the run. Romo. matchup. And now last matchup, the varsity match between Sioux Center and LeMars at 144 pounds.
Let's go, Cade!
At the conclusion of this match, we will go directly into the Okoboji Sioux Center meet with the girls varsity on the south mat and the boys varsity on the north. The girls varsity match will be followed by the JV matches between Sioux Center and Okoboji.
Listeners and watchers of the live stream, Hank Ambrose with you. We are soon to be back on air with the play-by-play commentary. Hank Ambrose and Tim Soper will be with you at the conclusion of this match right here. Currently, the team score 51-15. Sioux Center looks to have a victory over LeMars. It'll be Sioux Center versus Okoboji HMS directly after this 144-pound weight class. We will be starting at the 157-pound weight class between Okoboji and Okoboji HMS as well as Sioux Center. You can expect Alex Rouse to be in for that match. And then you can expect Landon Roseboom as well. And we will go for there. Otherwise, I'm going to take the headset off and continue my break. We'll be right back right after this match.
157 pounds.
Back to the action, a part of Community First Broadcasting. I'm Hank Ambrose. Tim Soper will be joining us in just a little bit. He had to go to a quick bathroom break. How about that timing? Anyway, yes, we are live on YouTube as well as on exploreokoboji.com under the video tab. You can see the handshakes on your video screen right now between LeMars and Sioux Center. The Warriors ended up beating the Bulldogs 57-15. Here comes Tim Soper joining us in just a moment. There he is.
Yeah, I should be here now.
Yeah, soon to get back into the meet. They are starting directly as soon as we get these LeMars Bulldogs off the mat. There will be boys coverage for the rest of tonight. It sounds like there's going to be 2 girls matches between Sioux Center.
Yeah, we'll try to keep some tabs on them as well.
In the meantime, stick around for that. Starting with the 157-pound weight class, expect Alex Rouse of Okoboji HMS taking on Landon Roseboom of Sioux Center. That's the projected opening match for the final duel tonight. As you can see there, Okoboji in the black hoodies have taken the gray mat. That's the same mat they'll be wrestling on right there. And over on the right side, off screen, is where Sioux Center is continuing to warm up. We've had a pretty good break so far, I'd say, Tim.
Yeah, some good matches between LeMars and Sioux Center. Sioux Center did pick up the win in that one. I believe it was 57-15.
Yep.
And there's some competitive matches in there. That's a lopsided score, but LeMars had some fireworks, including an individual getting his 100th win of his career.
Yeah, that was really, really nice.
I think it was Camden Fuhrhelm, the senior for LeMars. So congratulations to him. They brought out the banner. You know, the cheerleaders usually have that ready for him.
Yep.
Bring out the 100-win banner. Good job by Okoboji recognizing that and giving him his moment here despite it being on the road.
Yeah, and you know what? Also had a win in that very first duel when he took on Sam Bachman.
So he had to go 2-0, and he did.
Yeah.
He came in with 98 and now has 100 on his career. And if you win 100 matches in your high school career, I mean, average tells you that's 25 a year at least. So he's had some success and probably looking to round out his senior year. Obviously, a trip to state would probably be on his docket, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. And you know what? We just started the season, too, so he could be geared up for 125, which would be quite the milestone.
Well, and you know, he said he just started, so maybe average it closer to 30.
Yeah. Otherwise, again, Hank Ambrose, Tim Soper live online, exploreokoboji.com under the video column, and on YouTube as well. Well, they announced that they're going to get straight into this duel, but they're taking a little bit more time than I anticipated.
That never actually happens when they say that, I've realized.
No.
I think it's more of a, hey, get to your seat, we're about to start, and then kind of like getting to a movie theater. You get there at 7, but that's when the previews start, right?
Yeah, you're right. You are right.
But good job by Okoboji. They always run great wrestling meets here. I want to thank the athletic director for all of his help as well, getting us online and getting us set up here. And then Okoboji Wrestling helping us out as well with the pronunciations. You went down and were able to get plenty of help with that. So Coach Nate Dow and girls coach Todd Gonerman also helping us out here this evening.
Yeah, you know, I've learned some fun names. Eddie Topetti of Sioux Center, my favorite name of the night.
Yeah, he will be going on later on, I believe, at about 1:20.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Sioux Center, I don't think, had any open weights. They might have had one against LeMars, so we'll see if that comes out to be against Okoboji as well. But all weights are filled here for these two teams,
awesome.
So we could see 14 matchups.
Love it. Love it. Yep. Eddie Topetti, though, that's ear candy for broadcasters. That rolls right off.
And I'll be honest, I thought that would have been Topete, but maybe he had maybe there's another name from over in northwest Iowa that was similar to that.
I was told Eddie Topetti.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we'll thank some of our great sponsors making this possible tonight. Coverage on Explore Okoboji live video, including United Community Bank, the Hut Bar and Grill, Consumers Lumber Company, Northwest Bank, and Okoboji Motor Company. Some of our great sponsors helping us out tonight, making this broadcast possible. Well, I see movement from the officials like we're about to go. I think we're kind of deciding, if anything, what ref is going to which mat. Because I think the LeMars and Sioux Center meet didn't have many JV matches.
No.
So eventually they were kind of going every other on the varsity mat.
Yeah. Again, we will be starting at the 157-pound weight class. While we got you for the time, how about we go through some of those new weight classes if you are familiar?
I was about to bring them out here because they're a little different. So at first it sounds the same if you're familiar with Iowa High School Wrestling. Got 106, 113, 120, 126, 132, 138. So those first 6 are the same, but then it kind of gets to changing, Hank.
Yeah, you go from 145 last year to 144 this year. And then you move 152 down to 150, 160 to 157, 170 to 165, 182 to 175. I got lost there.
That's
Thanks
okay.
for that.
And then I believe it was 195 went to 190.
Yep.
And then 220 down to 215. So kind of added more kind of in the middle weights where you can get more opportunity there, because that's where the log jams of lineups happen, and kind of in those middle weights. And that's still going to happen here, but basically it makes it a little easier also to get up into heavyweight, because 215 is the heaviest allowed at the weight below. So if you're above 215, you can go up into heavyweight.
Yeah, 285 is the max out for heavyweight. Do you recall a 282?
I do not, ever.
Or is that a Mandela effect?
There was a 182.
Yeah.
That might be what you're thinking of. But
maybe.
Yeah, they kind of nationwide, I think they kind of changed up some things. Iowa obviously going to these 14 weight classes. Still 14, but just a little different. Minnesota, we were talking between matches, they went down to 13 total classes. So
that's interesting.
I don't remember the weights offhand, but obviously there's got to be some number changing in there to go to 13 weights instead. So be interesting to see when we get some crossover matches. I think, for example, our family of stations, Jackson County Central and Martin County, very good teams up in Minnesota. I think Jackson County Central comes to the Spencer tournament when that is held later this year. So you kind of wonder, like, you train all season at one weight, cross the state border, all of a sudden do you change up your strategy? Do you, like, say, hey, you got to lose a couple more pounds this week, or hey, get an extra meal in, and you can move up a little bit. So be interesting to see how that affects wrestlers when they cross state borders for things.
Yes, agreed.
I believe we're about to get started here. Again, boys happening on the mat you see on your screen to our left. The gray mat with the maroon ring with the Pioneer in the middle. Over on the right side, we got a maroon mat, gray ring, still the Pioneer in the middle. Be 2 girls matches over there for Okoboji HMS and Sioux Center. But we will start with the boys. You mentioned at 157 for the final varsity duel of the night, and this is a Siouxland Conference matchup.
As I do recognize the face, should be Alex Rouse coming right up. And if they roll with their previous wrestler, it'll be Landon Roseboom. And we got started now over on the varsity side, 157-pound class. And it is what they're staying with. Wanted to double check with that announcer. In on a front headlock straight away. There goes Roseboom. Roseboom now switches over to, I don't know. Well, he gets 2 points for it. Kind of an alternative way of scoring. It was almost like they were both in a scramble, and he just put in a throw when they're on their knees. We've seen a few different alternative styles of throwing tonight, and that was one of them. 2-0, minute 20 remains. Roseboom has a lead. A junior so far versus a junior.
Roseboom in control right now. And I believe there will be a lot of forfeits over for the Okoboji girls. First one going in the favor of Brooke Stockdale, freshman for the Pioneers.
There you go. And continuing with the varsity men's side, they're in on a, looking like he's going to go for a Turk, but we will see. Just pushing him flat on the mat. Not a lot of activity over on the guys' side.
Trying that butcher, but kind of gave up, and they go out of bounds. Gives chance to recognize Dulce Ortega getting a forfeit for Okoboji HMS, the ladies.
35 seconds to go in this First match over here, it's 2-0. Rosaboom still with the lead. He's done a great job with controlling the arms. You take you take away those arms, you have no way to pivot. You have no way to keep your balance. Really great first steps. Playing defense on top. 15 seconds remain. Rosaboom is locked in tight. He's moved over to the dominant leg, and now he'll switch, trying to run the head for the half Nelson. Switch over to a cutter and bring him back down. Oh! Closing seconds, gets around. Wow.
Nice reversal there by Rouse.
Rosaboom gets up, grit in his teeth. Wow. 2-2 decision. Rosaboom will go bottom after Rouse deferred.
Over on the girls' mat, Oakley Wright and Briley Fouth getting forfeits for Okoboji.
It's 2-2, 1:55 on the clock. Here comes Rosaboom, gets a quick sit-out reversal.
Kind of seemed frustrated about giving up that one at the end of the first.
Well, I don't think you can blame him. 2 seconds to go right away. 4-2, 1:40 on the clock. Tied into that belly button, trying to pickpocket, and he will. 4-3. Rouse gets in on a shot. Nice deflection there by Rosaboom. In on a flyaway front headlock. Looking to circle them hips again. Sprawling for a 2-point takedown coming up. 4-3, 1:15 remains in the second period. Rouse will have the decision in the third. Rosaboom trying to pry that arm off him. And Rouse is trying to hang on. If they keep him parallel, I guess meaning Rouse, if Rouse keeps him parallel and keeps that leg locked, there's a chance for a stalemate to be called. Oh, got around, but how lightning quick was Rouse there. Straight back to his feet. Uh-oh, here comes single leg. Takedown. Back down to the mat.
Still had a hold of the head, but held on maybe too long. Now he might be stuck. Good job keeping those hips rotated, though, but heavy pressure from Rosaboom up top.
Got to keep those feet in the circle. 30 seconds to ride, and they will say he's stuck. Rosaboom gets a pin in 3 minutes, 33 seconds. And it's the Warriors who strike first. And they move up 6-0.
Moving to 165 for Sioux Center and Okoboji. Looks like we'll have a match here. And our first competitive match over on the girls' mat sees Kim Bergeson taking on Holly Martinez Moreno. And you're hearing some noise. Bergeson putting Martinez Moreno to her back. See if she gets the pin here as the boys' match underway. So little fireworks between boys' matches.
And we'll keep you updated with that girls' mat, but we'll get back to the play-by-play. 165-pound class, Nathaniel Franklin takes over for Okoboji HMS. And yet to hear who this is for the 165-pounders.
For Sioux Center, my guess would be Jason Erdman, the senior.
Have yet to hear a call over there, but in on a scramble, looking for that tilt up. Head locked in, penetration. Wow, tight scramble. Legs are locked, sides, and there goes a takedown. Nathaniel Franklin goes up over the Sioux Center kid. First 2-0.
See if I can pull up Track Wrestling. They might be able to tell us who the young man from Sioux Center is.
A minute and 4 seconds remain. 2-0. We'll go with Jason Erdman for now. Ankle pick, sent straight back to the far side. 55 seconds remain. They're dead center in the mat. Trying to work on the left side now. Oh, nasty head into the elbow. Back to that contortion stuff we saw from that very first duel. 40 seconds.
You got to be flexible if you're a wrestler.
Oh, man. No kidding. 35 seconds, 2-0. Franklin's trying to run the head. He's stopped. Erdman doing a good job at looking away and propping up a leg. He's having a hard time getting control of those hands. Hand control is so big when you're on bottom. Gets up to his feet, but again, the hand controls his burden. 14 seconds, return to the mat. Nice, safe slam. 8 seconds remain. And we work out of bounds with 6 seconds to go.
Plenty of action over on the girls' mat. Bergeson still leading now 7-0 after getting a reversal. Now fighting for another pin attempt.
2-0, there goes the whistle. And Erdman will be hanging on for dear life. Franklin got the flip. He'll defer. Or wait, no, rather Erdman got the decision. And Franklin will go bottom.
All pizza is now on sale for $1 with the first varsity girls win of the night.
That's a pretty good promotion.
Yeah.
Kim Bergeson just got the pin in 2 minutes 44 seconds. They said with the first girls varsity win, pizza's $1.
That's solid. Very solid.
I'll stay here with you. Don't worry.
Back to the action on the varsity boys. Again, Franklin chose bottom, and Erdman went full Nelson. He'll be awarding a point to Franklin. Franklin gets the escape. It's 4-0, and Erdman takes a glance over at the clock. Minute and a half remains in the second period. Looks like another women's match is coming up. .125. We're back in neutral. There goes the aggressor. Single leg, switch to a double. Can he stay in bounds? He just can't. Pushing him out. 4-0. Erdman blasts straight back up to get back center. Franklin looks to be on the attack again. Taps the shoulder, presses the head, gets control of the left elbow now.
This is Jason Erdman out there for Sioux Center, by the way.
Oh, good. We have been saying his name with the fingers crossed.
Yes.
At 145 pounds, receiving the forfeit from Okoboji HMS.
4-0.
Cheyenne Cummings.
A minute to go. It looks like another women's match just ended there. Did you pick that up?
Avery Ballas getting the fall in the first period, and then Cheyenne Cummings getting a forfeit.
At 155 pounds, receiving the forfeit from Okoboji.
4-0, 45 seconds remain.
Prasanna Allen also getting a forfeit. I think it might be forfeits all the way out now.
170 pounds, receiving the forfeit from Okoboji.
35 seconds remain, 4-0. Trying to get back to that neck. And heavy on the head. Oh, he's not going to set it up. Rather, he'll go for a shot. Almost gave it up for Erdman. Erdman staying tight. 15 seconds remain. And bring that to 10. 10 seconds remain. In the second period, 4-0. Franklin has been prominent and dominant. And the third period moves to a close. Erdman will have the decision. He calls for neutral.
As we'll thank Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, Spirit Lake Hy-Vee, State Farm Insurance, Big Midwest, and the Eye Care Center. Some of our great sponsors making this possible tonight. Just a patient hand fight going on right now.
Yeah, these guys appear to be tired. 140 remains now in the third period. It's 4-0.
They're 2 minutes or 4 minutes into a match, and they both already had a match so far tonight.
Yeah. Working the outside. And back in. Trying to go for a blast double without setting up, man. Franklin's got to be cautious. No points awarded. Snap down, front headlock. There goes Erdman trying to circle. Franklin is, oh, wow. Really tried to Turk him there. Nothing still. Trying to go for a snap. Erdman is trying to use his strength. Showed a throw, showed a snap. There's another one from the front headlock. Nothing's there. 50 seconds remain. Third period, 4-0. So Franklin fights on.
Final score over on the girls' match was 60-0 in favor of Okoboji. A lot of forfeits in there, but the two competitive matches were won by the Pioneers.
Yeah. Bring that 30 seconds. Got to work if you're Erdman. Starting to swing. Jeez.
That's an understatement.
You're right. And out of bounds, we'll go back central.
Very competitive matchup here. 4-0 the score. Franklin needs something. There's potentially something. If he can clear his hand, the good whizzer there by Erdman, though. They do award the 2. I think that was the wrong hand he put up, though.
Got 6-0.
Must have had the score backwards. Was Franklin up that entire time?
Yeah.
Okay, I was backwards. I
You're
apologize for that.
You're
Because
good.
Okoboji was green in the first match. Now they're over on the red side.
You're right. They did switch it around.
So,
6-0. Got kind of chippy at the end there.
So 3-6 now. Okoboji trailing. So mind that, Patrick, too. They flipped colors. So Okoboji's now the red on the scoreboard when looking at that little tripod there.
Yep.
But that's correct up there. 6-3 up on the main scoreboard. Yep. Why they got to do that to us, mess with us a little bit?
They do. Mind games for the broadcasters. Wow. Whoa, here we go. On to 175.
Giving us no time.
Jeez.
Got James Gellerman for Okoboji HMS and Reed Hulsoff for Sioux Center.
150, 10 seconds in, and a quick takedown for Reed Hulsoff. Hulsoff switches to a single. Oh, look at that. Splits and away. Escape. 2-1 now. 2-1. Nice setup for Gellerman. Gellerman staying pretty stiff around the hips. It's Hulsoff who is the aggressor so far. In on the far side ankle. No. Yep. Tripped him down. That's another takedown. Send him to his back to get some points. Not enough to stick him just yet, but he's working on it. Got to bring him back. Got to get an arm. He has it. And that's a pin in 53 seconds. 53-second pin for Reed Hulsoff. They're going to go up 12-3 now, meaning Sioux Center. And now we'll move up even further to 190.
At 190 pounds, the varsity boys match.
Where we have Sam Bachman for Okoboji HMS and Brendan Lamfers for the Warriors. And Lamfers a quick 2 to get started.
Yeah, just like the previous match, duck under, split them down. It's 2-0. Minute 35 to go in the first period. Oh my gosh, here comes the drive.
Nice
Going towards the
underhook.
head. Oh, it's a great underhook. Oh man, look at that. If he just gets it going a little bit further.
Almost turned into like a seatbelt.
Yeah. I'm impressed. Really impressed by Lamfers for one, but also by Bachman, the way he sprawled up. But now he's going to be caught right in the flag trap. That's another pin. That one took 51 seconds.
18-3, Sioux Center with the lead. Now to 2:15.
Jeez, already at 2:15.
Well, that 160, the 165 matchup went the distance. Then we got a couple falls under a minute. So now to 2:15. Ethan Wiersma for the Pioneers taking on Brody Van Riggenmorter for the Warriors.
That is a great name.
You'll get used to these Northwest Iowa names when you get some of these Sioux County schools. But
wow.
Van Riggenmorter, he's taking control of the center. See if he comes out to be the aggressor. Wiersma now kind of pushing forward, but great defense by Van Riggenmorter.
We are flat at 0. 120 remains. You know, I'm looking over at the Okoboji heavyweight, Ortega, and you know, you brought up the point where it looked like he hurt his eye earlier. He's icing his eye.
Hey, he's getting it ready for the matchup. Trying to get as much ice on it beforehand. You wonder if maybe he knocked it on a knee of his opponent, and hopefully it's not swelling too much before this match.
Yeah.
2-0 favor of Van Riggenmorter. He takes top control.
A minute to go in this 215-pound weight class. Dual score 18-3 in favor of Sioux Center. Okoboji has had a rough start. Okoboji HMS, rather, has had a rough start in this final duel of the night. Under the arms. Here comes the raise by Wiersma. Trying to circle him.
He's trying to work a 2-on-1 on that wrist. See if he does anything with it. Wiersma does get his wrist back, but I think he gave it right back up when he tried to quad pod. Nasty butcher attempt.
Oh,
now
boy.
mat return. That can't feel good on the hip.
No. But you know what? That showed a lot of power, a lot of finesse there from Van Riggenmorter, but he did it safe, which you got to respect. 2-0. 8 seconds remain.
And this is at 2:15 where he lifted up the guy for the mat return. And that'll be the end of the first period. 2-0 favor of Van Riggenmorter. As we'll thank Dr. Craig Newell, Lakes Regional Healthcare, Central Bank and Insurance, C&B Operations, and Kirk Carson's with Carson's Financial Group in Arnold's Park. Some of our great sponsors here for Okoboji HMS Pioneer Wrestling.
2 minutes on the clock. Van Riggenmorter did not defer. Rather, he chose bottom.
And got a caution there. Tried to get a little head start from the bottom.
Gave the caution to Wiersma. 2-0. Sit out attempt without the wrist control leads him to nowhere. And he tripods back up, gets to his feet. Oh boy. Showed some splits and really quick back into the attack. 3-0. Didn't get anything from it. Gonna go back to circling up. 3-0. 3-0, there's a push.
Excuse me there, we have Jackson Gillespie and Michael Myers up now on deck. Then we'll be Solomon T and Hayden Kirsch.
Backing away and trying to force him out of bounds. It goes successful. 3-0, 124 remains.
I think we had a mix-up on the JV match, so that's what you're hearing the PA announcer say a couple times, but hard-fought match at 2:15. Wiersma looking for some room, but Van Riggenmorter still the aggressor.
105 in this second period. It's 3-0. Van Riggenmorter again doesn't set up the shot. Flies into a single leg. Ends up getting the single leg. Oh man, Wiersma kind of gave it to him. Left it out in the open, and there's a 2-point takedown. 5-0, 55 seconds to go in the second period. In behind the arms. Underhook, belly combo, broke him down. Went near, far, and low, high. 35 seconds to go, 5-0. Here comes that whizzer. He's got the left side, trying to work that right for some momentum. Doesn't have anything there. 20 seconds to wrestle.
Almost had it barred, but Wiersma does get out of it. Now trying to keep those wrists in. Got 12 seconds. Maybe he can get a stand-up point here. Nice spin, but Van Riggenmorter just on him. Now just grab a hold of the ankle and pry right out this last few seconds. Wiersma's like, what do I do?
Not much you can do. 5-0 heading into the third period. Wiersma's decision, he wants bottom. Well, you got to get 5 points here or a pin. So I'd say this is the right call. He hasn't been too successful in neutral so far, and maybe this can jumpstart him.
Tried to stand up, but gets returned.
Nice plant just to stay active.
Nice move there, but Van Riggenmorter just smooth on top, riding with him.
140 remains. It's 5-0. Another underhook combo, looking far wrist now. Oh, man. Underhook.
Is he going to go double chicken wing? I think he might got it.
He does. And I got to snow plow him forward. And what's even worse is Wiersma's headgear is coming off. They're going to let him wrestle. It looks like the ref notices it. And he's just going to let him keep on going. Minute 10 remains.
I think Wiersma got one of his arms free.
Yeah.
And now just trying to ride that around with that underhook. Now he's getting swings.
You got to remember, these points are crucial. Big difference from giving up a pin to a majority or even a minimal victory.
Right now it'd be a major decision with these 3 back points. It's at least going to be 8-0.
40 seconds remain in the third.
Wiersma doing a good job keeping those hips active, and now he gets flipped over even flatter, but works his way back. Move is broken, 8-0, Van Riggenmorter.
8-0, 25 seconds remain. Bringing it down to 18.
I think Van Riggenmorter's goal now, if he gets something cool, go for it, but if he can ride him out and just get the major decision, that might be his play. And that is what he'll do. 8-0 final in that match, so it'll be 22-3 in favor of Sioux Center, excuse me.
And here we go, looking to move up to heavyweight. This is going to be Bryce Ortega. And he's actually going to be taking on a 215-pounder. He's taking on Jack Zomerman.
I think we got some issues on the clock because all of a sudden it says 28-3, and I don't think that's quite correct. Well, we'll see if that gets changed here. Yes, Bryce Ortega out there taking on Jacques Zomerman for Sioux Center.
And, you know, that's a big weight differential. This is a 215-pounder. He was at least under 215 coming in, taking on a heavyweight here. Double underhook from neutral, forcing out of bounds.
I see what happened. They accidentally credited a JV match into the varsity score.
Oh, did they?
Where Sioux Center got a pin in there. So the correct score is 22-3. But it is Ortega and Zomerman.
0-0, 110 remains. Over on the gray mat. Looks like JV is officially wrapped up for the night. Oh, man, these guys are both looking for the throw. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my mama.
But then Zomerman ends up on top and gets the 2 points.
And the ref never ruled the control from that headlock throw. So instead of it being 2-2, which it looked like it was about to be, it's 2-0. Zomerman leads. 40 seconds remain. And this is where it's going to get really tough when you're on top. Pairing up against a heavyweight, a guy that very well may be 50 pounds heavier than you, trying to keep that sucker down. 25 seconds remain. 2-0. Zimmerman leads. Sioux Center in the orange and white singlet. Okoboji HMS in the gray and black. The maroon mixed in there too.
Zimmerman lets him go, so it is 2-1 in favor of Sioux Center's Zimmerman.
As we get to the end of the period, it's going to stay 2-1. Goes in favor of Zimmerman. He goes defer and going neutral. Going neutral is Bryce Ortega.
He's like, I want to try that throw again.
Well, he had him a moment ago. It just slipped right out of his arms.
Crowd came to life with that, too.
Oh, gosh. The bench, the coaches, the fans.
Oh, trying for those underhooks again.
Oh, boy. This is a raging bull. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Look at him go. Oh.
What is happening?
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
A little after the whistle, but I think everyone's good. Crowd's going to come to their feet.
Wow. To their feet, loud, proud, cheering on. Red, beady eyes right back at each other.
I don't know what Zimmerman was doing with that little jump move he tried.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone jump in the sport of wrestling.
Professional wrestling, maybe,
Yeah,
but
off the top rope, but
after all
Wow.
that, still just 2-1 in favor of Zimmerman.
1:22 remains in the second period. We're in neutral.
Ortega knows he can get those underhooks, so that's what he's fighting for. And then once he gets that, he's going for a throw.
Gosh. Again, the dual score is 22-3. They've yet to update that on the board. Oh, my gosh. Belly to belly. Wow.
I think Zimmerman for Sioux Center was maybe looking for underhook control there.
He is. Look at it. He's going right back for it. And Zimmerman, again, he may be 50 pounds lighter. Jeez.
Sioux Center crowd's wanting a stall against Ortega because he's backing up right now, and I guess I don't blame him on that, but we'll see what happens here. 40 seconds left in the second period. Both wrestlers fighting for control. Ortega trying for the throw. Zimmerman able to recover.
30 seconds remain.
It's an all-or-nothing move that Ortega's trying
Yeah.
because it puts himself down to his knees, and Zimmerman just there to take advantage.
4-1. 15 seconds remain. And Zimmerman is holding on for life to keep him in bounds. He wants the clock to milk down. You can hear the Sioux Center family yell for him to just stay. Let him milk.
And that's what'll happen. 4-1. Zimmerman on top of Ortega.
Oh, my goodness.
This is a battle at heavyweight.
And Zimmerman gets the decision. I love this. Coming over to coach to talk about what to do. I don't know if you go bottom if you...
He wants top. He thinks he can ride him out for 2 minutes.
And I like this. Not a lot of wrestlers go top. But again, you're at least 50 pounds lighter than who you're wrestling. Because Zimmerman, he's a 215-pound wrestler. That's what he weighed in at today. Ortega in the heavyweight, wrestling heavyweight, of course. I like the decision a lot. Going top.
And Zimmerman might have a cradle locked in here.
Oh, my gosh! Holy mackerel! Whoa!
Crowd goes nuts on that one.
Wow!
Zimmerman with the pin. 4 minutes and 19 seconds.
Whoa!
He liked his chances on top.
And got
And
the pin out of it.
That was a battle between those two heavyweights.
Oh, my gosh.
So 28-3 is the score. We'll head to 106 now.
Wow. And that was in 4 minutes and 19 seconds. He got that pin. Incredible.
That was a fun battle. Dalton Vinke for Okoboji HMS taking on Bryce Ostenink for Sioux Center. Ostenink up 2-0 quick.
Oh, that was super quick. Vinke, a freshman. Ostenink, a sophomore. And straight to his back. Osternik looking to get the pin. He's chest to chest. He's got it locked.
27 seconds. Make the score 34-3. Favor of the Warriors.
I see Vinky's frustrated after that one. Pinned twice tonight, but you know what? You're a freshman. You're fighting hard. Those 106-pound weight classes are awfully tough. You keep your head up, kid.
And it seems like, you know, if a freshman wrestles at 106 and he stays there as a sophomore, those sophomores are really tough at that weight class because they have
so
a year under their belt. And I believe Okoboji just received a forfeit at 113. That was Nathan Stofferin.
So now we'll go up to
We're at 120.
120. That's really good for Okoboji. They're down 40-9.
Here is Eddie Topetti for Sioux Center, taking on, I believe, Austin Greer for Okoboji HMS, and that's what we got.
And a quick takedown for Topetti. Now he's working that butch, switch to a headlock. He's got control of the arm, locked in, 2-0, flip him over. He's going for it. Greer's got a good fight in him, though.
Greer losing a shoulder strap on his singlet there. See if that affects him at all, but man, that's a tough half Nelson to battle out of. Topetti sitting down. If he can scoop that head, he's got him stuck, but
great battle.
Good neck strength for Greer to stay off his back.
If he keeps going, he might be able to turn him over. Oh my gosh, he's tight on that head. And he'll get back finally. 7-0. Topetti leads.
He's going to do it again. Carefully doesn't get too high, though. I think he sat down in time and now could go to work.
He's stuck. Oh, wow. He's got a great bridge to him. That'll be the pin. Minute 35.
Now I believe 40-9 is the dual score.
Brings it up 46, correct?
So I think that's including that extra JV match.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So 40-9, I believe, is the score.
You know what? I believe you're correct. Yep. Oh, and another forfeit at 126.
Yes, I think Michael Gonnerman got that one.
And they tried to bump away from him, and look, he's getting right back to it. Here comes Tice Hansen.
Yep, Justin Romo for Sioux Center, taking on Tice Hansen for Okoboji HMS. Tice Hansen with a quick 2-point takedown. Going to work, trying to get Okoboji some points here.
(2-0). He's got that front headlock tight. Crossface throw coming in. He got the throw. Trying to sit him back now. Fighting him. Now here comes the drive around the head. If he gets those shoulders down on the mat. Oh, gosh, he's awfully close. There you go, Tice.
There he goes. Tice Hansen with the fall.
And that's in 55 seconds.
40-22. Dual score right now, or 21, excuse me.
At 138 pounds for Sioux Center, Daniel Camacho, and from Okoboji HMS, Cole Becker.
Here we go. Cole Becker from Okoboji, who's taking on Camacho.
Fast and furious action, hard to keep up right now.
Oh, gosh. Again and again and again. We have this match remaining, and then we will have another 1-2 more to go.
That sounds correct. You got 144 and 150. Camacho in, trying to use that headlock. But good double by Becker to recover.
Looking to step through. Oh, man.
Try to go elevator, but good job by Camacho just to hang on.
1:15 remains in the first period. Still 0-0 and a stalemate. Nope. Got the points.
Yep, they give it to Becker. It's 2-0 in favor of the Okoboji HMS wrestler.
Now's that top crossface. He's not using his legs. Butcher breaks him down, breaks the base. Trying to put him on his back. There goes that crocodile roll, Butcher style. Sits him down to his back. No back points. Didn't have control.
He gives him two.
Oh, he did?
Yep.
Okay.
So 4-0.
4-0. 30 seconds remain. He'll let him up. He's thinking he can get a quick takedown. 20 seconds.
Camacho trying to throw, but Becker just sits down, uses his weight, and gets the two.
6-1, 8 seconds remain. Control of the wrist.
Oh.
And that let up will prove well. 6-1. We head to the second period. Decision for Sioux Center. Camacho defers.
Becker says, I think I can take him down again.
2 minutes on the clock. Ooh, Camacho in on a shot. Elevator and twisted down. Another perpendicular scramble here. These guys are pretty flat. They'll work the base, trying to break him down. Minute 40 to go. Sucking him in. Still looking.
That's how Becker got his first takedown, but Camacho able to get his legs free, and now he may be more in an advantageous position right now. Good job by Becker scooping that leg, though, as he went by.
If he could just get in control of that leg. Oh, he lets up his own. Becker steps over. Nice positioning. These guys are pretzeled up.
And they award the points to Camacho.
6-3. Camacho's got his near side leg in. Flips him over. Oh, counting back points.
I think Becker tried to roll and got stuck a little bit, so now it's 6-5.
Wow. Camacho's showing fight. He's still with the crossface cradle, or at least going for it. Nice defense there. Nice positioning from Becker.
Does he got it?
He's fighting it. That's for sure. 35 seconds to go in the second period. Looking to move him back. Oh, man, he's got it locked up. Here comes a headlock from Becker. Becker sits him down. Gets himself free. 2-point reversal. 8-5.
I don't think he's got any back points just yet.
8-5, fighting it, 10 seconds. Uh-oh, another reversal.
So 8-7 your score.
Wow.
No back points awarded in that process. And we head to the third.
My goodness. 8-7. And Camacho, who deferred, now has decision. Oh.
He'll take top.
Camacho's taking top.
I think he liked how he could get that cradle in, so he's going to try to get that right away, I think, and came in a little too hot, so they'll caution him.
And he switched to the left side. He's setting up left.
I think maybe that's what they cautioned him, because you got to stick to your side. You can switch it up like in between, but once you go to a side, you can't switch once you, I believe, made contact.
Yeah.
Was kind of what the referee was kind of showing.
8-7. Camacho thinks he can get some back points. Trying to stick him down. Riding him high. No leg control. Fireman switch. Not just yet. Oh, my goodness. Awkward positioning all over the place.
Oh, and Camacho ends up in great position. Gets a couple back points, at least 2. Then Becker gets a reversal. He gets 2. Now he could be getting swings. He does.
Oh, my gosh. Becker. Come from behind. Stick to him, kid. Showing 3. Wow. Well, it's 10-7, a minute and 5 seconds remain.
And I think the score needs to get updated. The official down here talking to him.
13-7, what a throw to his back! Oh my gosh! Bridge throw pin! Whoa! Bridge throw pin! Whoa! Oh my gosh!
Camacho saying doesn't matter what the score is, I'll just get a pin in 5 minutes and 3 seconds.
Oh my goodness!
That was pretty.
Bridge throw! Wow! Gosh! Is there even a real name for that?
You'd know more than me. Basically, it looked like
I don't think so.
Kind of a drop step where he ducked under, threw him up and over.
Whoa!
Score now, I believe, 46-21.
Yeah. Somehow threw him out of a bridge. Oh my goodness. Very impressive, Camacho.
So now we have another matchup. Sioux Center at 144.
That's got to be the move of the night.
Comes out, and yeah, we have more wrestling after that.
Well, shoot.
This is Dylan Whitrock for Okoboji HMS taking on Cade Bauer for Sioux Center.
52-21. And Whitrock is let up. Bauer tries to shoot in again, almost lost his footing. Whitrock close inside the single leg. 52-21. Again, this is the 144-pound weight class. We started with 157. We got this one more match sent to his back. Bauer looking for a pin. Bauer squeezing. Bear hug. Up on top. Neck and neck.
He's got to try to get those shoulders down, scoop the head a little bit.
There's a squeeze.
I'm going to say, yep, get that headlock in. Get the shoulders down instead of the head.
From the headlock squeeze. He's dead-eyeing him. Oh, man. I mean, he's
got to look at the official like, what? What do you need from me here?
Yeah. You know, he's near stuck. He's not moving. But he's bridged up with that left shoulder, so.
There it is, in 135.
Yeah. Not much you could do from there.
And now our final match of the night at 150 pounds.
Well, yep, one last match tonight. The 150-pound weight class. We got Hoyer of Sioux Center taking on Pyle of Okoboji HMS. Oh, lifts him up high. It's Hoyer.
Just overpowering him there.
Yeah. 2-0, minute 40 remains. Finagled some sort of Granby style of a roll. Minute 25 remains. Positioning, oh man, he's getting contorted. He's getting worked out.
Now crossface, just wrenching back, trying to get those back points.
Yeah. 2-0, minute 10 remains.
Now he's getting swings. Pyle tries rolling through, and he gets the reversal.
Oh, tried to go quick to get him to his back. Should be 4-2. There it is. 4-2 the score. Whitrock just got a reversal. He's down behind the arms. Fighting him. Oh.
And Hoyer trying a reversal.
Yeah.
Pyle stays on top.
40 seconds.
Some fun exchanges here between these two teams.
No kidding, man. Jeez. 30 seconds remain.
And a very smooth sit-out reversal for Hoyer there, make it 6-2.
Oh, he slipped right out. 6-2, 25 seconds to go.
Pyle
Bring it to 18.
Pyle trying to quad pod, figure out his move, but gets broken down. He's got 12 to work with.
10 seconds. Bring it to 5. 2, 1. Last second attempt on a switch. Couldn't get it.
I think that switch, unintentionally, Pyle kind of clubbed Hoyer in the back of the head. You saw Hoyer kind of take a moment like, ouch.
Yeah. 6-2, 2 minutes remain. And Pyle goes bottom.
I believe it was his choice.
Yeah, he wants points and he wants them quick. Sit out. Doesn't have the wrist control. Actually has his left arm really suckered in. Brought down on a rope to the mat. Minute 45 remains.
As we want to thank IGL Teleconnect, the Gardens, Okoboji High School, Lakes News Shopper, MHR Insurance, and Northwest Iowa Bone Joint and Sports Surgeons, some of our great sponsors.
Minute and a half remains. Still going here at Okoboji HMS for the triangular tonight. It's the final match of the night. 6-2. Hoyer of Sioux Central is taking on Pyle of Okoboji HMS. 6-2.
Sioux Center is leading the duel right now, 52-21. Again, the official score says 58, but looking on Track Wrestling, they accidentally snuck in an extra 190 matchup there in JV. Obviously, not going to affect who wins and loses this duel, but score-wise, I have this at 52-21.
Yeah. And I do as well. I have that right there. 50 seconds remain. 45. Oh, working. Flipped him. Belly button to chest. Tripod. Anything there? Trying to find control of the wrist, the arm, the something. To put him down. Got to face the chest to chest, and he got it. That'll end our night.
3:36 the pin for Cole Hoyer. And the final 58-21 in favor of Sioux Center. For Okoboji HMS, they did get a couple wins throughout it, including a 6-0 win for Nathaniel Franklin at 165. There was a couple forfeits in there. Pin from Tice Hansen also onto the boards. So congratulations to Sioux Center. They win the triangular with wins over LeMars and Okoboji HMS. First one, Okoboji HMS gets the win 51-24 over LeMars, and some fun wrestling tonight, Hank.
Oh my gosh, a lot of fun wrestling tonight. Sioux Center came and they really dominated this triangular, but Okoboji, they showed a lot of strength. So did LeMars. Overall, very impressed with all the wrestling we saw as a team as well. I didn't see any poor sportsmanship. All was fair. Every now and then, maybe got a little too aggressive, but I think that kind of binds in with the sport.
Yeah, I was going to say it's kind of an aggressive sport to begin with. So
yeah.
But we do want to thank some more of our great sponsors as we wrap up our coverage. Minnesota West Community and Technical College, Overhead Doors Sales and Service, Walker Insurance Agency, Spencer Physical Therapy, and Okoboji Physical Therapy. And, of course, don't want to go too far without thanking Patrick Hazlett for being along for the ride, controlling things on Explore Okoboji live video. And want to thank you for watching tonight as well. And, Hank, any final thoughts on this one?
No, pleasure to meet you, Tim. Same with you, Patrick, to be able to work with you guys. And I'm looking forward to the future with this trio of wrestling fans.
Yeah, we'll definitely running into each other throughout the season as the season goes on. Of course, you can see the complete sports schedule under the sports tab. Just go on the drop-down arrow and click on sports broadcast schedule, and there you can see our future broadcasts for all of our area teams. I believe we have Okoboji basketball coming up tomorrow. Girls taking on HLP. The boys will be taking on Sibley Cheaton, so be on the lookout for that. And lots of other sports broadcasts throughout this season.
Yes, also with the sports broadcast, Emmitsburg traveling to Storm Lake tomorrow, 6 p.m., girls and guys.
All right.
Scott Nolte will be on call for that one.
All right, so be on the lookout for all the broadcasts. Again, sports tab, click on sports broadcasts, and there you can see where all we're going to be as we head through this wrestling season. For Hank Ambrose, Patrick Hazlett, and all of us at Explore Live Video, I want to thank all of our great sponsors, and of course want to thank you for listening as we add high school wrestling from Milford.